Give it up for the funny, the hilarious. King of the open micers and the one-liners, Alonzo Cantu.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
Our exploratory diving bell has
escaped the Molise here in Paris.
Wong and his assistant Mary Nelson have managed to...
Our computers indicate that whatever caused it came from somewhere in the Pacific. We'll start searching that area immediately.
A service you provide? Corpse removal?
Hey, Bojack, you ever meet any Boston celebrities?
Well, one time at Bristol Farms, Ben Affleck and I did reach for the same bunch of grapes.
Oh, he eats grapes just like us? Hey, Ma, Ben Affleck eats grapes!
He don't eat grapes!
Bojack said he fed Affleck grapes! He was graping it up with the daredevil himself. This is the greatest day of my life.
Hey, I don't.
All right, I'm sorry, Bob. You don't have headphones, but you missed out on a fucking hilarious bit right there. And you'll always be in the fucking dark. That's all sucks. Give him a fucking microphone. Give that man a microphone. Let me turn the fucking effects up. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is Bad First Impressions. Yes, I was out of the state while Trump was working on the Israel-Iran negotiations and shit. He did need the fucking ace man to go in there and kind of smooth some shit out. I'm not going to lie. Telling him to drop all those bombs and then do the ceasefire shit sounded good on paper. We were all fucking, everybody here was there. I brought my boys. I brought my fucking Roman Senate. We togeted it out. 1 second. Let me get my fucking grapes up in this bitch. We was all eating grapes. I was basically fucking, I was like, Deezy. If the Jews aren't gonna fucking do it, you gotta fucking do it, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't be a little fucking pussies about the situation.
This is why I was saying we need to have the orgy before, because if we have the orgy after, we're all just so distracted on getting it over with.
The orgy?
No, the planning. So we can
Do you
get
think that
to
the orgy fucked up the? Here's the thing. I'm all about autopsies on the situation because, you know, we all want an orgy. You know what I mean? That's kind of why we got into this whole thing. But yeah, I guess the negotiation, we could have focused a little bit more on that, right? So you're saying we should orgy before or orgy afterwards? 'Cause I feel like we should probably orgy before. Once we orgy, then we can like really get down to the negotiation. But we did the negotiation first, and everybody was like, "Yeah, we got this," and then we just started fucking prostitutes.
Yeah, I think the problem is we keep trying to orgy with Israel, and I think the Middle East is more inclined to orgy with us.
Yeah, but they fucking charge too much, and they always like every time I go to a fucking orgy, I keep on seeing Emma Watson, and I want to do that whole thing again with her. It's like it's a whole fucking I don't know. It's weird. It's like nobody wants to go to an orgy with their ex.
It's a bit of a situationship.
Yeah, it's that's what she would call it, but fucking bitch, stop calling me from blocked numbers, ho. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. But go on. So, Scott, you were there at the fucking diplomatic procedures and shit.
Sir.
And Bob, I want you to realize that you have all of the fucking. Go on.
Oh, I was the one that planned the whole meeting.
We got it. I'm glad that you took accountability for that because thank you, Doc. I appreciate that. I thought I was gonna be on the hook for this one. Thank you.
Yeah, we got to stop the bombing. So yes,
yeah,
but he Trump will listen.
Yeah, then we kind of lost that plot hole once I started talking. I guess
something got lost in translation.
Dude, there was so much butt fucking. He was the king of it. He was like, let's see how many butts we can fucking one night. Like it was Gone in 60 Seconds or whatever that movie was with fucking Nicolas Cage trying to like steal cars. He was trying to steal fucking V cards, dog. He was out there.
Oh my god.
He was out there taking names, dude. Oh my god. Let me get some grapes up in this bitch. 1 second. Fucking. Yeah, you've seen BoJack though, right?
Yes.
Remember when he goes to see Diane's parents, and he's all like, "Matt Damon eats grapes." Or was it Ben Affleck? Which one was it? Ben Affleck, I think, right? I don't know.
Yeah, Matt Damon.
No, either way. Fine, whatever you say, boss. So, where do you think we fucked up with the negotiations with Iran's real?
I don't know. I think the Ayatollah doesn't allow like butt sex to happen in his meetings.
Well, that was his first mistake because I was always told the Ayatollah was down with the rock and roller. You know what I mean? But I guess Alonzo Cantu was misinformed because I showed up there with the biggest bag of cocaine that I could find, and trust me, it was. I mean, it's not the biggest I've ever seen, but it was pretty fucking. It was up there.
I mean, unless there were goats involved. I mean, maybe.
I brought goats, and I think that might have offended them, which I guess I didn't realize that was a fucking. I was kind of being more. It was more of a slide joke, kind of whatever.
Cry me a river, Blackie.
All right, whatever.
His kind just can't be trusted.
Yeah, okay, that's Trixie in the background, but she didn't get a toga. But yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. I might have had a couple misplaced jokes with the Ayatollah. But also, I was hitting the Jews pretty hard too. Remember that? I was doing the Don Rickles shtick like hardcore. I was like, "Oh my God, how much did this cost?" and all that. And they didn't. They just kept on going like, "I don't know."
I think the problem is the Ayatollah doesn't know what a hockey puck is.
Oh, does he not?
Yeah. So when you
know.
keep calling people a hockey puck like Don Rickles.
Oh, well, I was just. Did I say hockey puck? I thought I said a donkey
Their
sucker.
head looks like hockey pucks, like their cats. Look like
What? Which ones do?
The Jews.
The Jews?
Yeah.
They have hockey puck heads?
Hats.
Yeah,
they're the furry hats.
The Hasidics. Oh,
It's playing more dangerous.
I got
this
one of those.
episode.
I got one of those in the tuck, dude. I saw the cutest thing in the world because I live in Jewtown over here on this side of HEB and shit. And dude, it was so cute. There was a fucking kid. He was on his bike and he had a fucking yarmulke on while he was riding his bike across the street. I'd never seen one in the wild like that, and it was fucking the cutest. It was adorable. You know, I was like, oh my God, look at him. He's probably gonna go. You know, do whatever they do.
My middle school had a crossing guard who was Jewish, and he always wore his yarmulke.
Dude, have you
But
been?
He had fun, different designs.
Yeah.
If I was in a ska band, I'd call it a skamika.
He loved his soccer ball yarmulke.
It
looked like a little soccer
Alonzo,
ball.
have you been to New York City?
Motherfucker, you mean yeah?
Okay, so you never cross with a person having a yarmulke, because I've seen a lot of those
in New York.
Yes,
no. I mean, trust me. Alonzo Cantu is a friend of the tribe in more ways than one. All right, but
Where's the Mickey?
What?
Where's the Mickey?
Where's the Mickey? What the fuck?
The Jewish Mickey.
Oh,
it's weird because
Alonzo.
the last time I was in New York, when I left out of LaGuardia,
yeah, 1 second.
I saw a black woman fight a Jewish guy.
At an airport. Go on. This is gonna be a good story.
LaGuardia Airport. It was a long time ago, but I mean, we left.
Little Mare.
We left from LaGuardia Airport, and I saw a black woman fight a Jewish guy.
Yeah, over
before
a
we
penny.
left. No, like at the counter, dude.
Isn't it bad that I hear that? I'm like, that's a pretty equal match.
Yeah, no, dude, definitely. As I'm saying, that's like Frieza versus Goku. Who won?
I don't
Black
know.
lady.
Probably a black lady. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I want to fuck with dude. It was so great. I was in the airport. And I always forget how dude, it's so funny how customer service at the airport is probably worse than in prison. Like actually have you ever been arrested? It's like you get treated probably better by those motherfuckers than TSA people and shit, the way that they act. So they were so funny. We're all everybody was parked in their goddamn seats and shit, and they're bringing in the plebs, the C class and shit, and they're like, all right, we're going through 34 to 60 whatever, and then 3 black ladies come in and they talk to they walk up to the stewardess halfway through the plane and they're like, we got 3. And it's just like, bitch, this ain't fucking Applebee's. You know what I mean? You're not reserving a seat. It's like you get in a middle one or whatever. But they fucking held it up so long that just 2 fucking poor losers got up and accommodated their bitch asses and shit like that. It's like, I can't stand that shit, dude. I can't. But I also, they're powerful. I respect the power. You know what I mean? And this is.
Can I say, if they made like a Grateful Dead yarmulke, some cool band, I would wear that. You know what I mean?
Like as a style?
Yeah, just the style.
Well,
of
they
it.
definitely have Grateful Dead and Kiss yarmulkes.
Okay.
You think so?
I
That's
mean, look,
disrespectful or
Kiss is a bunch of
something.
Jews, so
that is very true. I'm sure that they were they tried to do it, but then some fucking rabbi shot
I
one
do
of them in
think
the ass.
I think you can have a yarmulke of really any design, but there is within the religion. I think that if you're ultra orthodox, and you don't even play around with that. Okay. It's almost like if you're orthodox, but you're not super stringent orthodox, then you can wear a fun yarmulke.
That would be fun. We should corner that market. That'd be so funny if we were just the goys selling the fun yarmulkes. They'd be so mad. Our version of pornography.
Well, I'm sure that we can find some cheap Mexican import that we can cut in half and make yarmulkes out of.
I had my friend's friend had a Seinfeld yarmulke. Like,
What did it look like? What do you mean a Seinfeld yarmulke?
It had all the characters on. It was the yarmulke that held the characters from Seinfeld circled around.
You need to add the
That's
Seinfeld
awesome.
bass line to your soundboard.
Look that up real quick. That's like not the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. Let me see. Oh, okay. I had this joke. I didn't tell you guys yet. I told him. So what I want to do is I want to start a food stand, right? And I'm going to sell chicken sandwiches. I'm going to call it Chick-fil-Alonzo. But I'm only going to sell them in Chick-fil-A parking lots, but and only on Sundays. It's going to be so dope, dude. Thank you very much. And also maybe a little bit of Coke. Let me see. Chicken sandwiches and Coke. Baseline.
I tried to get good at making chicken, like fried chicken during the pandemic, but I gave up after once. It just makes such a mess.
What, because all the grease splashing everywhere?
Yeah, I don't have like a real like thing to cook chicken in, so it's just grease all over my face in the kitchen.
There you go.
Ooh.
See, that's why we have this motherfucker as the leader of our fucking pack, who's negotiating the things with Israel. He called it the Big Pen contingency. You know, I like that. Yeah. That's why I brought you through. It's like people always wonder. It's like when I come through in my togas, and it's like they go. They didn't realize Henry Kissinger, dude. He came in with a lot of costumes. You know, he had a lot of costume changes. He had a lot of wardrobe changes. People always
Justin Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau. You mean Bustin? Yeah, fucking Bustin, Dustin, Justin. Yeah,
He loved to dress up.
Oh yeah. Yo, dude, Trudeau blackface is a goated costume. I want to go as Trudeau in blackface next Halloween.
The best. I mean, you can also see just the effort put into the rest of the costume. The boy just loves dressing up. He loves playing a character.
Bustin makes me feel
politician.
good. Makes me feel good.
Popo from Dragon Ball Z.
For the
I
black
don't know
guy.
why I don't know
Are you
why-
being serious?
What?
That'd be so funny if
I don't know.
I know you're just
That's all I'm
joking,
saying.
but I almost believed it. I was like, holy shit, it's too crazy.
I had the same thought for a second.
Dude, you'd be a great liar, Bob. If you got some pussy in your life, you know, you'd be lying to them motherfuckers like crazy and shit too, and they just believe it. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm wearing a condom. Fucking what? Why wouldn't I be? I'm fucking. You see me with a couple condoms,
Motherfucker, I wear condoms all the time.
I'm wearing a condom right fucking now.
I go bareback all
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that'd be a perfect time to hit it with. Jerry Seinfeld's gonna have me murdered. He's gonna have me Colombian necktied for playing a second of that.
No, you got 30 seconds, right?
Dude, not with Jerry Seinfeld. Not with, dude, 30 seconds. What do you need 5 seconds for? Yeah, no. There's different rules.
If the baseline is already.
They were promised that baseline 300 years ago, dude.
A lot of people don't know this. Larry David actually did the baseline.
Oh, fucking yeah, dude. He's a fucking bass head, dude. Yo, fuck, that's too deep. But you ever listen to Black Phillip with Patrice O'Neal?
Oh yeah, the like old radio show.
Yeah, but Patrice O'Neal used to have like a dating advice show, which if you listen back to would have gotten him like P Diddy'd so hard and shit. Like
Maybe I'm thinking of the Black Phillip story. I remember the story of him like talking about going to jail.
Oh no, he had his own him and this guy named Dante Nero, who's also yeah. So there's like, and also Jeffrey Gurian, who was like this dentist slash like kind of open micer, kind of like hanger on of comedy, and like this female chick for this they usually throw a chick in there to
I guess
bully.
I just got recommended it when I would listen to old Opie and Anthony, and I never actually.
There's a
listen
funny.
to much
I guess
of it.
what I was trying to get to is if anybody is a fan of that, I'm sure there's people out there listening. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to log in to restream on the chat, but I'm in a fucking toga. All right, I'm not. And they said, Alonzo, you forgot your password. I'm like, bitch, you forgot my password. You know, like, what? I'm supposed to be remembering my fucking passwords and shit. Why don't you guys get your security to the point that I don't even? That's what. You know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Why the fuck do I need a fucking password for this shit? Why don't you motherfuckers get your shit up? Why is it my fault that you guys keep on getting hacked and butt fucked and shit? I gotta keep on changing my password and shit. Is that how the game is supposed to be played and shit? I buy a fucking house, I gotta change my locks every fucking week that they fuck up. Oh, we accidentally lost all your keys to the apartment complex. Oopsie daisy. Oh no, that wouldn't fucking fly. That wouldn't fucking fly, you fucking assholes. You should be changing my password. How about you go into your little fucking system and you say, hey, Alonzo's good for life, and I flash my big fat cock in your face, and you go, that's my fucking voter ID. That's my real ID right there. I'm a fucking real ass. That's my real ass ID, son, motherfucker. Dude, I'm so glad Greg Abbott's bitch ass stood up long enough to sign that bill to get us weed again. Oh my god, that motherfucker. He is my king. He is my god right now. He's a real funky fucking dealer. What do you guys feel about that?
Abbott was saving his own ass.
In what way? What do you think? Because all the jobs or what?
No, because he vetoed the bill because he was pressured to like everyone's like, people are just fucking upset with that THC bill is going to be banned. So
he just listened to the people.
I think so.
Yeah. That's dope.
Now ban Pornhub. Okay, now get the Pornhub hub going,
well, here's my thing, dude. There's so many other places. Here's the thing. Pornhub, if they want, that's what I'm saying, dude. You need to stand with Texas on this one, dude. Fuck Pornhub, honestly. Like, 'cause they're trying to fucking.
But it's not just Pornhub.
Well, I don't give a shit. Any of those motherfuckers trying to shame me and shit like that. It's like, motherfucker, you have people pissing on each other on your goddamn website. Don't you tell me about my fucking politics and my fucking politicians and shit. Unless you're telling me that they're on there butt fucking and pissing on each other. Don't tell me about Texas legislation and all this kind of shit. Why don't your bitch asses figure out a way to, like, figure it out, because apparently other websites are doing it. Russia's doing it. Go fucking to Russia. Figure that shit out, and then I'll fucking gladly watch people piss on each other on your fucking platform.
That's why we have VPNs.
Yeah, it stands
Virtual
for very
porn
pissing on motherfuckers network. That's what I use it for. But so Bob, so which VPN are you using? How many proxies are you behind?
My phone has its own VPN.
Oh yeah, what's it called? The DPN? The diesel
VPN.
What is it?
It's AT&T.
AT&T. They have a dude. I wouldn't trust AT&T's bitch ass fucking VPN. You need to get some whatever the quartering selling.
we got to be sponsored by like Nordstrom or something.
Dude, you're fucking damn right. I need to get a fucking VPN sponsor, and they need to give me just one for free or all the crazy shit I look
VPN,
up. Yeah. I'll be fucking sports betting on fucking Chinese people killing themselves with Russian roulette and shit, dude. I'll be doing all the Bitcoin. I'll be doing all the Litecoin, whatever the fuck they call it.
They didn't
need a coin up in this
Rome.
bitch, dude. Oh my god. I was so mad at fucking Jacob Yarbrough for making an NFT because he doesn't have artistic ability to make one, but you know what? The hubris, which should have been inspiring to me, and it was, and I have a lot of fucking points. We'll get into them later on. Okay, so I went to Tennessee. So go on. You gonna say?
I was gonna say. I mean, I've been kind of thinking about maybe
You're gonna say
maybe a bad first impression.
In my point. So basically, I was in Tennessee. Go on.
So Alonzo is in Tennessee, and I think a bad first impression's NFT, man. You know what I mean? Fully sell out.
Yeah, and oh yeah.
I like that Scott thinks that we're supposed to like keep to a theme.
Yeah, no, I like that. He's like, yeah.
Oh, you want to hear about a bad first impression?
Yeah, no, that's what every person that has like any intelligence has told me about the podcast. Like, you know what? You should have a theme. People should come in and tell them that shit. I'm like, well, it's just like any story that I tell is usually just. But the whole point is. The thing is, there doesn't need to be any particular, because it's literally just my life. It's all just me rubbing people the wrong way.
You could have a really heartwarming podcast about people coming up, sharing an experience of creating a bad first impression. and letting everybody just know that like we're all in this together.
We're all human
But
beings.
the thing is, we're the bad first impression.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. The if you watch the podcast, it's the bad first impression. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, and I don't think people have understood that. Yeah, but that was the whole plan. That's why I wanted to do a podcast so long before I came up with a name. But like, I need a good name, and it's gotta be 3 words. And then BFR faggots came through, and they're like, "Oh, I'm Beans, fucking Flaws and Rich."
Fried, refried.
Yeah, Beans, refried rice. That's our podcast. You fucking homos. But they are going to be on the podcast soon. So,
are they going to be in togas? Ponchos.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to just keep on doing the toga thing. Be special. What
would it be in
loincloths?
Yeah, they in loincloths.
Yeah, probably maybe loincloths.
Yeah, well, they need fucking. They need like they need a fucking circus tent for their togas because they're big fat fucks. If you ask me.
Can we have an 1000 BC episode where we're just all wearing like the loosest fabric over?
Dude, oh my god. Okay, let me tell you. That just reminded me of my fucking primitive weapon that I had to fashion in Tennessee. Let me tell you about this story, all right? Let me tell you about.
What did you ask Scott?
What did I ask Scott?
You had said something about NFTs, and I was like, BFI NFT.
Yeah, why not? Not realizing that was just one of my fucking the thing that I say, not even a thing I thought about for two seconds even. Yeah,
Tennessee weapon.
All right, so Alonzo Cantu is a man, you know, and I'm a lot of things. I'm a son. I'm a podcast host. I'm a comedian. I'm also a lover. You know what I mean? I'm a lover of women. Sometimes some of these women want me to come out on vacations with them, right? So I was treated. It's not the first time I've been treated to. I'm doing my Joe Budden thing. It's not the first time I've been treated to fucking a resort vacation, you know, palatial and such like that. But this wasn't necessarily the case, you know, in this time. So, you guys ever been to Tennessee?
Yeah, actually.
Everybody's been to Tennessee? Oh, fuck you. Let me tell you what it's really like, all right? Because you just drove through there. I live there, motherfucker. And I'm just, so what do you guys think? What were your impressions on it?
I spent a night in Nashville.
A night in Nashville. That's an album.
That's a movie. That's a Criterion collection.
Like that. Yeah, that is a Jim Jarmusch movie.
You know what? It felt like, because I was, man. So I was at a point where I was like, I guess you could say having a tough time, but I'm never like one of the people who's like trying to like whine too much. But I'm just doing like weird, neurotic shit, I guess. And so I just have this like whim. There's so much of the country I haven't seen. And so I just take.
Fuck yeah.
I didn't go there.
It's still streaming? Oh shit! Didn't even stop streaming. Holy shit! Fuck yeah!
Whoa!
I went.
Thank God, dude, because I was about to start saying the hard R. Like then we saw this, I was about to start just dropping hard K's, hard R's, every slur in the book. So I'm glad that I saw that it's still streaming and that I was able to, so I can keep this channel alive.
You're like Captain Sully, dude. You landed.
Dude, we are in the Hudson.
All right. You know what? I love you guys so much. I would never want to wear togas around anybody else besides you guys. That's why I'm going to initiate you into my secret society later on. We'll get into that later. We got about 45 minutes to kill, so we're good. So, you're in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Night in Nashville.
Just by myself, driving back to Texas.
So that is interesting. So, you were just in one of the... How old are you?
So, I must have been... honestly 20 probably.
And you were just in one of those like you caught the wanderlust is what they call it. And
well, it was this weird like I needed to create weird reasons for me to be traveling. Like I still needed to justify the travel. So
that's interesting.
What I had done is I had competed in these estate sale auctions for vintage stereo receivers I could flip.
I thought you were going to say Special Olympics.
But the problem was that like The way it,
You're retarded. I'm teasing. So
I just got on the road.
vintage stereo receiver equipment. Now, let's not gloss over that. So
my
estate sale vintage stereo receiver equipment. That was your thing.
Because it was an area where I guess people are starting to, I don't want to say slip, but like there's a very big 70s to 60s is kind of this weird sweet spot where they were making these like stereo receivers really with the intention of having like good quality turntables.
I thought this was gonna be way more interesting,
No, it's
and
not,
I was
it's
gonna be
not.
like make it funnier. Okay, got you.
But
so,
here- so-
okay, you're
I
on your
go
way to
to-
Tennessee. You're a fucking weirdo stereo guy. Got you.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
so I'm alone there at night, and like you go to like Tennessee downtown, and it's like imagine going to 6th Street in Austin alone. So
Okay.
it's like, okay, this kind of makes me feel like I'm just some weird creep.
Were you on Broadway?
If that's their main street with all the bars,
Yeah.
then yeah.
No, it's so funny. No, what Broadway is. Broadway is like if Planet Hollywood was a street. it's like they have like if you're in Nashville's really cool if you're into country music and you're like but you're like more into Planet Hollywood and all that. You're like it's like hey, Morgan Wallen's not going to be there, but his pants are there, and you can pay $30 for a fucking for a beer to see his pants. You know.
So actually, you're from Arkansas. Did you go to Memphis a lot?
Nope.
Growing up?
No.
Didn't?
Yeah. So
No, here's the thing. When I went to, I lived in Arkansas because my dad moved us to Arkansas because my dad used to. He was a corporate Hershey guy, so it was just a territory. Whenever there was a new territory, he would open it up, and he just happened to fucking murder the Arkansas territory because it was just the right amount of retards that he could just fucking rube over. I'm just teasing. No, my dad's a real motherfucker because they moved him down to San Antonio on an account to fucking work with all the independent gas stations and shit. My dad's just a fucking worker and shit, and so I lived in Arkansas not because there was any kind of affinity for Arkansas. Any affinity I have for Arkansas, I either grow it begrudgingly or retrospectively look at it back with a little bit of like fondness. But being there, nobody liked Arkansas. It was one of those small town stories of people being like, "Man, I might just get out of this fucking place." You know what I mean? Fucking, or people from LA that were like running away from murders and shit. Like a lot of gangs and shit, and a lot of legal immigrants would hide out in Arkansas. So hey,
that same cross American journey where I was in Nashville, I drove through Arkansas, and I went to some guys.
You can interrupt this motherfucker. Don't let him intimidate you.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I've never been to Nashville. It sounds terrible, but
It's not as bad as going to Branson, Missouri.
But they have Yakov Smirnov's fucking theater. Oh, Alex Reyes. Did you see Alex Reyes? Saw Yakov Smirnov and took pictures of him and shit. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh, I want to call Alex right now and
it's funny. The last time
motherfucker,
I was 16 years old, and me and my dad went to Branson, Missouri, and there was he had a studio, which is Yakov Smirnov, a big sign. I'm like, Dad, we should go see Yakov Smirnov. I was like, oh, he didn't look that funny. I was like, come on.
He didn't look that funny. Like you just be like a retard with like a fucking extra eye or some shit like that. Oh, that guy looks hilarious.
Like, oh, what the country?
You should have seen him on the Tonight Show in the 70s. He fucking killed.
Yeah, he was. I don't think he was a fan when he was watching in the 80s. So I don't know.
I love what I miss about 80s comedy that I'm kind of thinking about bringing back for my own damn self.
Yeah,
is the character? No, well, a little bit, but just the character comics. You know what I mean? Where it's just like being a character on stage as opposed to trying to be like, this is me, this is my art. Like no, like even though I'm way more artistic than most of these motherfuckers out there and shit. Yeah, you know, Bob. And then but I'm like, you know what? I can also be a better character than these motherfuckers. So I need to lean into that, but also who's the character of Alonzo?
That's the problem. I think in order
That's such a
Dice
good fucking
Clay
point.
is able to become Andrew Dice Clay, but that's because he has to dress up like that guy.
Yeah.
It's easier if you wear
Have
your.
you seen my leather coat? I got a big ass leather coat. I got a leather jacket.
Wear the leather. Wear a fur coat with your purple top hat.
Motherfucker, I don't have that anymore. I would just be wearing
Did
my
that
Willy
get
Wonka
pawned for the
shit.
mic?
You know what? Actually, honestly, no. I used to have this sick ass fucking Han Solo cosplay thing that I was even thinking about. Like that costume was so good that I could have just gone to costume play. Like I could have like gotten paid to be like Han Solo in that outfit for like a very small niche market. But like, but I could have done that. I just gave it away to some fucking coke dealer just because they were into Han Solo and shit, like an idiot, like a fucking retard. Let me see if I can get a hold of Mr. Tatyako Smirnov more recently than anybody I've ever met. So I need to.
I've never met anybody who's talked to, at least that I'm aware of. Nobody shared that information with me.
Let me see if I can get Mr. Sexy Alex Reyes on the phone. Hey, Alex, you there, boss man? Let me see. You there, boss?
Bueno, right here.
Hey, what's up, man? We were talking about Bob Dell was saying, "Oh yeah, your enemy Bob Dell. That's right, your fucking arch nemesis."
You're breaking up. I don't know why you called me on Instagram.
What, you can't hear me?
This is the worst service I've ever.
Well, if send me your number, I'll call you on the phone, or I'll send you my number. Or are you just fucking with me?
No, I'm not. Let me send you my number.
Yeah, send you my number. I want to talk to you, boss.
All right.
All right. You thought you got away from that, didn't you, Bob? Did you remember that? Remember the episode when fucking I was telling you that there was somebody that said that Bob Dell wouldn't show up? Remember? And then we like did the whole episode to try to figure out who it was, and then it turned out it was Alex Reyes talking that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever get your lick back? No? Dude, today's your day. Today is the day. What do you gotta say to that motherfucker, dude? He just be calling you unprofessional, calling you big dick, and fucking just saying like, this guy just he fucks chicks, doesn't call him back and shit.
Hey, well, I don't have any beef with him. I'm just saying he's doing a good job, and I'm praising him. So,
I mean, is he doing a good job though? He ain't texting me his fucking number when he said he was about.
I mean,
so he might be fucking up. Honestly,
I mean, he's going. He's
my
going on.
mood is very mercurial right now.
I mean, he's going on tour in different states. So
you could do that, dude. You could do that, dude.
I want to.
He's kind of a father figure to me.
That's hot. Call me here. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm leaning back and more into his camp. He gave me a fucking number. Let me see. I want to hear about this Yakov shit. I know he's going to want to talk about.
Hello?
I saw you. Oh, dude, the chat's still working? That's so funny. That's so dope. The chat works. All right. So, Alex, you saw Yakov Smirnoff. That's what I want to talk about because we're talking about Branson, Missouri. Did you see him in Branson? Where did you see him?
He should be stuck.
Yes.
You were in Branson?
Bueno.
Oh, my God. All right.
Okay.
Alex,
Hello? Yes.
Alex, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. You can hear me now. Were you in Branson, Missouri?
I am in Oklahoma City.
Okay. Let me just reset the convo. This is Alex Reyes.